guys, welcome back. I've got a sneaky little haul for you. I went to Clicks yesterday to buy toothpaste and other boring things like that, and I came out with a lot more than that. I also did a little bit of shopping at Mac and the Body Shop and Woolies. So let's get started. First and foremost is my Bioderma. I picked up another one of these. I'm just about to run out. I always need to have this in my bathroom, especially for lazy days when I can't be bothered to take off my makeup with a cleansing oil. This is the best stuff ever. Another repurchase is the Bourjois Magic 1 Second Nail Polish Remover. I last had this about a year ago, and I just in the interim was using a normal acetone nail polish remover, and I found that my nails became quite dry and brittle and were peeling and were genuinely a bit of a nightmare, and I think it was they were being dried out by the acetone. This has got quite a high oil content in it, so it's much more nourishing. It also works really well. It's very easy to use. You just stick your finger in the pot, there's a little sponge soaked in the nail polish removing solution, and works like a dream. So I'm very happy to have bought that again. It's about 80 Rand. Another repurchase were my Essence Nail Art Express Dry Drops. These are the bomb. I use them every time I paint my nails. They just dry your nails really quickly. So you put on a couple of drops just after you've painted your top coat while the nails are still wet, and it dries them really quickly, and it also hardens them so you don't get sheet prints. I often paint my nails in the evening, and if I go to bed and I don't use this, I often get that little pattern on my nails. So this works like a dream, and it is cheap as anything. It's about 40 Rand. Continuing with the nail theme, I needed a new base coat and top coat, so I thought I'd try something new. I've got the Mavala, where's the English, protective base coat. Protects and doubles the life of nail polish. So they have a few different types of base coats. This one's for stained nails and colors that chip. So I'm looking forward to using that. I have the Fast Dry top coat from Mavala, which is excellent, as well as their Express Dry spray for drying your nails, and I think Mavala nail products are really good. And then top coat, I branched out and I bought the Revlon Colorstay Gel Envy Diamond top coat. So this is the top coat for the Gel Envy range, which is lovely, a little bit thicker in texture, gives a really lovely glossy look to the nails, and they have some lovely colors. I really like the range, so I thought I would give this a try because I have a feeling it might also be a little bit thicker and maybe just give a really nice effect as a top coat. So we'll see what this is like. I'm interested to know how fast it dries because the texture I think is a bit thicker, but we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. Then I noticed that NYX had started stocking their slide-on, glide-on, stay-on, and definitely a turn-on waterproof extreme shine eyeliners. These have been likened to the Urban Decay, what are they called, glide-on eyeliners, also a waterproof formula, but these are obviously much cheaper. In fact, these are 110 Rand each. I got two colors, and the one in particular I've been looking for a long time. This is called Tropical Green, and it's just a beautiful, it's very bright but deep green. And there, I can't remember the name of it. There's a MAC eye pencil that I've had my eye on for years and I've never been able to bring myself to buy because it's not a color obviously you use very much. So this is very similar to that, and I'm thrilled to have it. I'll use that in a tutorial for you. And then similarly, I got this color called Jules, which is a beautiful kind of blackened violet, also just stunning, really pretty for, I think, for the lower lash line. Also from NYX, I've been looking for, I wear a lot of bright pink lipstick, and I've been looking for a really nice pink lip liner, and I thought I would give this NYX one a try. It's called Pinky, and it's just a very classic bright rose pink color. And I've heard also good things about this formula, and also again the MAC lip pencils are very expensive, so I'm interested to see if that lasts long and does the job of kind of, you know, defining my lip line without bleeding into the fine lines around my lips and things like that. So interested to see how that goes. Two other lip products. The first is the new Maybelline Color Drama lip pencils, and these are apparently a dupe for the NARS Velvet lip pencil. So it's a matte formula but very creamy. It comes in a chubby pencil kind of thing and goes on really smoothly. I swatched it in the shop and I couldn't believe how smooth they were. Properly opaque as well. This color is called Red Essential, and this apparently is very similar to NARS Cruella, which is a kind of slightly darker blue toned red, and I'm really loving my red lipstick. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. I think this is going to be a real winner. And then finally from Clicks, I picked up a Wet n Wild lipstick. I have never bought a Wet n Wild lipstick before. I've tried their eyeshadows, which are unreal, but I've heard quite good things about this formula. Also a matte lipstick, and this is the shade Rosebud, and it's kind of a a sort of rosewood dark nude, I would say. But again, I swatched a few of these in the shop and this color just seemed incredibly wearable and just luscious and unusual. I don't have another color like this in my collection. So I'm interested to see what the formula is like, if it's long lasting, if it's drying. I suppose the proof is in the pudding, but I will let you know. I'm very, very excited to give it a try, because also this is cheap. This was 44 Rand. Shut up. Then I went to the Body Shop, but you can also get the Body Shop at Clicks. And they are having a sale, or at least when I bought this there was a 20% sale, and you know me, I've got to have a huge supply of body butters in my life. So Camilla and I actually looked at this the other day, and I really was just excited about the smell, because it's not one of their fruity ones. It's called Fijian Water Lotus, and it's just a traditional white body butter. It's such a lovely, fresh, light fragrance. So it's floral, but not in a sickly way. It's very subtle. It's really sophisticated. It's beautiful. It might be after the sweet almond body butter, which I think they've discontinued. This might be my favorite one yet, actually. It's unbelievable. I love it. And there's 2 or 3 of these kind of Asian-inspired floral body butter fragrances around at the moment at the Body Shop. And then the other thing I got was the Sweet Lemon Shower Gel. I always buy these on sale because they're so cheap. I normally use Lush shower gels, but they can be very pricey. These just go for a song when they're on sale. I think this might have even have been 40 bucks. So I just thought this is a scent I hadn't tried before. It doesn't have that cloying artificial citrus smell, which really irritates me. It smells like proper lemons. It's glorious. I just love that. Then I popped along to Woolies. I was in desperate need of a new Smashbox primer, and I bought the hydrating one. So this is a new product from them. They've obviously got lots of other primers, but the hydrating formula is new, and obviously, like the name suggests, it is for people with dehydrated skin. Previously I was using the blemish control one. They're just amazing because the texture is very light, but somehow they make your makeup just look perfect all day long. They're unbelievable. I mean, if you haven't tried a Smashbox primer before, I can highly recommend them. So instead of buying the pore minimizing one, which I was looking at, which is slightly thicker and more silicone and kind of really sort of evens out your pores, I thought I would get this one because I do have a couple of other primers like that. And this I think would make a good addition kind of on top of my skincare and just underneath my makeup to just help my skin hold on to water a little more, because it's a bit of an issue for me. Last but not least, I stopped in at MAC, and I had no intention of buying anything. I just thought I'd go and have a look, and then what happened? I came out with 2 eyeshadows. So this is an Inglot palette for anyone who's asking. They don't make it anymore because now Inglot eyeshadows are square, but I bought 2 colors. So this top one is called Honey Lust, and this one is called Star Violet. I will swatch these for you. The Star Violet in particular really stood out to me. It's such an unusual color. I don't have it anywhere in my collection. I went through all my eyeshadows yesterday just to check, and I don't have anything like it. It's just the most incredible kind of amethyst color. And then Honey Lust is a lovely warm pale bronze. It's just beautiful. That, to be honest, I probably have a similar thing in my collection, but it just looked so gorgeous when I swatched it in the store. I just fell in love with it. And just out of interest, the other 2 shadows in this palette are Quarry and Satin Taupe, which are 2 really oldie but goodies from MAC that I love. So I'm looking forward to playing around with those new ones a little bit and coming up with some new eyeshadow looks. So that, I think, is everything. I spent an extortionate amount of money, but let's not tell my husband. If you guys have bought anything recently, please let us know in the comments. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye.